Know it, it's AJ Ferrari as he gets ready to take on the top seed, Jacob Cardenas. Michigan, Cal State Bakersfield, the 1 and the 3 seed to close out this medal round.
Yeah, just as likely that this would have been on tonight. I mean, there would have been nobody. It was an expectation that these two were going to be in the hunt for the title, and here they are wrestling for third place.
Both guys are really, really tough on top. They have a good positioning, and while AJ Ferrari is more controlling on top, Cardenas has what's called a cross wrist and will tilt. But the difference in this match could be, on their feet. So whoever gets that first takedown is really going to put pressure on his opponent.
Cardenas coming over this offseason from Cornell to join that Michigan wrestling room. Now a 3-time All-American, 8th in Tulsa 2 years ago, placed 4th in Kansas City. Will it be 3rd place here in Philadelphia, taking on the 2021 national champion Ferrari? Right now, AJ with that brief 2-on-1, that Russian tie.
Watch the peek out here. You saw that right leg out. Looks like he could have just popped his head, but AJ Ferrari did a good job of keeping his elbows in.
And so much pressure on the head and the shoulders by AJ.
Michigan's done a good job as well in the transfer portal. When they've gotten people in, they've developed them in the time that they've had them, especially in the heavyweights.
And it really is a balance that you have. You can't not play the game. You've got to be great at NIL and transfer portal, but you also have to be great at recruiting and developing your young wrestlers, and it's not an easy balance.
And it was a challenging year for Michigan because they lost so many a season ago to graduation, and then you factor in the injuries.
Dylan Ragusin and some of their best wrestlers. Yep.
Scoreless in this opening period. Final match of this medal round session. Cardenas off that front head. Ferrari slipping that head and neck off to the side.
He's using that out of bounds. You see him kind of slide it back to the out of bounds. A little pat on the back. There's so many little tricks that you learn as you become more and more seasoned in the NCAAs. Not just the tournament, just little things you learn. Just how to operate, how to use the mat, how to get in the official's head. And Ferrari knows it.
Stall call on Cardenas. That's his first stalling. 28 seconds to go, first period, and you agree with him.
I agree. He's the aggressor. End of the period.
Gentlemen, when you look at Ferrari wrestling on the West Coast, a lot of people did not see his body of work during the course of the regular season. So I'm curious, watching him closely in all his matches this week, what stood out to you about AJ Ferrari, this 2025 edition?
Well, really impressive. One, he didn't wrestle a whole lot of matches. And two, it wasn't at the level. His matches weren't at the level that he had this weekend, okay? Just from geography, the conference, etc. So I'm very impressed with how he has performed this week against the top competition.
It looks like he hasn't lost much of a step either. I mean,
no rust.
He is going for 3rd place in the national tournament. And if it wasn't for locked hands, might have changed the potential outcome of the semifinal match.
Trying to get out from underneath. Thigh pry in from Cardenas. Now Ferrari up on his feet as he scoots to the out of bounds.
You can see Cardenas trying to get wrist control, cross wrist. He is deadly once he has that.
Good back pressure there. Hand control. Way to get up to the feet there by Ferrari. He's fighting good there. Yep. Just,
he had that stall call in the back of his head. Cardenas said, okay, there's a clock. Now, it's not 5 seconds. People say 5 seconds. It's attempts. And he said, I'm getting close to that point, so let me just cut him. "35 seconds of riding time accumulated. Let's see if we can get some action on the feet."
It's really iron against iron when you look at these two and their strengths. Ferrari's so tough to take down, so powerful in the lower half, and Cardenas has made his money with those double leg attacks.
He kind of baits you to attack. He has a unique stance with kind of one right leg or left leg kind of just leads, and then he'll just put the hands out there and clap. Cardenas has got to close the gap. When Ferrari can get that hand out there, he can kind of like a jab, kind of got to gauge the distance. And Cardenas has got to get through there.
both wrestlers do a really nice job of lateral movement, not allowing the other to find that opening, that look that they want.
Let's see what he takes. He's going to take bottom. Now, we know Ferrari is pretty tough on top. Cardenas has got to explode up and not get his wrist tied up with Ferrari.
Top wrestling is a game changer. Make all the difference.
First move. First move, stand up. Knee sliding up. But good pressure there by
and took away any type of back pressure opportunity for Cardenas. Great pressure. Look at that.
Right back on his feet. That's what you want to teach. Keep the pressure on the shoulders, the neck, and the back. Make it hard for your opponent to slide up.
And very seldom is Ferrari on his knees. He's driving through with his feet.
Ferrari, one of those wrestlers, he hates stoppages in the action. He wants this thing to keep rolling. There's some blood on the mat. Ferrari got cut last night in the semifinals with Buchanan. Not sure maybe if that wound reopened up or what the case might be, but they're going to clean him up real quickly.
Second time I seen somebody cut their mustache off. Luke Smith, the head coach, he had a mustache last night.
So he and Bartlett.
Right. Good company.
Well, we know Hardy isn't going to shave his beard. He's got his playoff beard for 149 tonight with his date with Mendez.
The great NHL Stanley Cup tradition. You don't shave. Here in the home of the Flyers,
right.
We are up in the hockey booth. Final match of this session.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know about the playoff beard?
No, I didn't know that. I don't watch hockey.
Well, we got to get you watching hockey.
Well, if I got to watch from this booth right here, I'm not watching hockey ever.
Another blood timeout. Blood and beards, that's hockey.
So what is it? When you're in the playoffs, you don't shave?
Yeah, a lot of guys don't shave. It's a curse if you shave before the playoffs are done. So you'll see guys that roll through those playoffs, the NHL playoffs, over a month long. By the time they hoist the Stanley Cup, they have quite the beards. Fear the beard, Rock. Fear the beard.
It's new to me.
Ferrari getting back into position. Again, that stand-up, at least attempted stand-up by Cardenas. Ferrari taking that leg away.
Yeah, that was a really nice job of Ferrari going back to the back ankle. Look at this movement by Ferrari to stay on top.
That's a commitment right there. Most guys would just let them go and chase. Ferrari staying on there, and then there's more blood.
A.J. Ferrari making the decision to come back to college wrestling for Bakersfield this past summer. August 23rd, in fact, a Bakersfield program that is back into the NCAAs. They did not send a qualifier to nationals last year for the first time in 50 years. This is a program that has a lot of pride and success in the past. They have produced 7 Division I national champions since they moved from Division II back in 1980. You go back through the years, Stephen Neal would be the name that pops up to the front of the memory at winning a title in '99. A lot of stoppages here, disrupting any type of flow for both of these wrestlers. We go back to it, 1:13. Ferrari with the escape in the second period. That's been the difference thus far.
And I'm not sure who that is advantageous towards, the bottom wrestler or the top wrestler. I would lean towards the bottom wrestler. You get enough time to restart and figure out something to do. Look at pressure forward. Pressure forward. This is a really tough ride here.
Hand drops down, secures, control there. And you talked about it, Rock. It's commitment.
But look at this riding time. He wants to get it to another 19 seconds to get to 1 minute. And then potentially take a 2-0 lead. Caution.
Yep, caution on Ferrari that time. A little too quick, sticking his arm in.
Yeah, to fix the clock, that can make all the difference in the world. Cardenas got to get a couple moves going here to pop up. Good stand up. He's trying to fight it. Continue to move forward. He's trying to bring him back in. So Ferrari's trying to keep him in.
Yeah, he's not just hanging on. He is competing on top. Ferrari right there, and this is why you do those 10, 15-second goes in practice. You know, you got to. It's like riding a bull, and you're going to have to go about 8, 9 times, 10-second rides.
8 seconds away from riding time. Cardenas just simply no answer to get out underneath. And that forward driving weight and pressure. And a stall call on Ferrari now.
First one, that's okay. But look at that riding time at a minute. Now 24 seconds here.
You commit to the ride right here. You ride him out. You don't care if you get another call, a stall call. So you don't let the official take you out of your game right here, because you've got it in hand. Now you've got the riding time. You ride him out. If they call you for another stall call, you win.
Look at the flurry here. Cardenas is trying to do his best, but good job by Ferrari. Look at him. When there's a roll, he kind of just lets him loose and follows him. Look at that pressure on the back of the head. Good job here by Ferrari to end this match in 3rd place.
The final match of the day, and you see the respect between these two, rehashing what just took place. AJ Ferrari, Jacob Cardenas. 2-0 your final. Ferrari in his return to NCAA wrestling. A little bloodied. Not at the top that he had envisioned. But again, just a sophomore. And what he's meant to the West Coast and Bakersfield, picking that school to make his return to.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Flex.
A ball.